to reach out specifically to Nick Fish and ask him to unblock me on Twitter. I think that in moments of emergency services issues that could impact everyone's safety, it's very important to have open communication with constituents. My concerns that seem to be the reason why he blocked me on Twitter were regarding his standpoint on services for victims of sex crimes. And I think those are very important issues that can often affect men as well as women, children, as well as adults. And those issues, well, maybe he's not comfortable discussing those on Twitter. I think I'm open to other aspects of communication if he wanted to discuss them on an email that might open up that line of communication regarding infiltration of the Democrat Party or city government by people with connections to people who harm children. And just like with the child sexual abuse in the Catholic Church, no instrumentalization of any kind of cover-up is suitable at this point. And I think avoiding those questions by merely blocking me on Twitter is inhibiting a full function of communication lines. I had reached out previously to James Dunphy to console him about his interpretations of office safety being impacted by the matter of the state of Oregon versus David K. Davis. And I have heard a report back from court today that my reaching out to James Dunphy to console him and urge him that no such threat existed was interpreted as some kind of harassment. So I want to reach out to the entire office of Nick Fish's staff and let you guys know that I in no way sought to intimidate James Dunphy out of his rights before courts of law, but from a realistic standpoint, I wanted him to experience my commiseration that I share some of his concerns, yet also have made my own investigation such that I felt that his approach was heavy-handed in some respects. In other respects, I do see avenue for legal liability prevention that were perhaps appropriate. So I think mischaracterizing my standpoint through possibly my own ambiguous terms or you guys misunderstanding my objectives, I just want you to know that I'm very, very concerned for the overall safety of your staff and crew. I've been very moved by a lot of the testimony in the news media lately, and I'm very, very sorry that you are experiencing this great tragedy. And I want to offer my solidarity, even though I have been victimized by police brutality on your watch to retaliate against my whistleblowing. I nonetheless stretch my hand out in friendship for you at this very tragic time, and hope that you understand I'm not an enemy. If you ever wanted to contact me, you could unblock me on Brain Garbage, my Twitter account. I continue to research issues of police accountability in the Department of Justice Settlement Agreement and issues surrounding cop watching and deaths in custody. And I'm available at marianne1@gmail.com. It does appear that civil rights violations and unconstitutional practices have been performed with malintent, or perhaps a different viewpoint on the rule of law. But those are matters that I think should be discussed in a civil manner, and issuing police brutality to silence people such as myself or others, like on the Yom Kippur Stampede, the hate crime that occurred on your watch at City Hall, is an inappropriate way to engage in a dialogue. And when you begin a pattern of violence against whistleblowers, you become the perpetrator of the very crimes you now decry. So I think walking yourself back a few steps, assessing the Yom Kippur Stampede, assessing the brutality that was inflicted on my body last year, to punish me for testifying before the DOJ. There has to be a sense of self-awareness going on with your office, and I think your goodwill will be...
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue recording where you left off, press 4. At the tone, please continue recording. At the end of your message, press 1.
And so thank you very much for listening to this message. If you get to the end of it, good luck with the future. Good luck with this weekend. I wish safety and health and nonviolence to the entire community. I want each and every one of you on City Council, Dan Saltzman, Nick Fish, Amanda Fritz, Chloe Udaly, and Ted Wheeler, to know that I forgive you for the police brutality upon Benjamin Pickering, and I forgive you for retaliating against me with police brutality based on perjury. June 29th, 2016, after I spoke about the State Department's International Disabilities Treaty in your chamber, after which I was brutally arrested. My shoulder was twisted and my wrist crushed. I want to tell you that I forgive you for the violence that you have done to me, Portland City Council. And I continue to reiterate that I extend the hand of friendship in the face of this horrific attack of white nationalist hate crime in your city. I urge you to absolutely uncategorically remove Mark Kruger and any white supremacy or neo-Nazism from your police force. You are sending the wrong message to white racist terrorists in our city, in our community, in our globe region. Don't be afraid. You can do the right thing, and you can face the consequences, and they won't be as bad as you think. You can remove racism from the police force, and you can remove Mark Kruger and bring the city of Portland into compliance with the federal civil liberties law, the Civil Rights Act, with the Americans with Disabilities Act. And so long as you have a neo-Nazi racist who wants extermination of disabled people, as he told his friend, the whistleblower, in his testimony on your police force is not available for domestic violence victims, disabled people, women, or Jewish people. So I urge you at this time of international and national attention being directed on Portland to eliminate all national security threats from your police force. And I think when you do that, you will have so much more of a platform to stand on of leadership such that your integrity and your apology to the victims of these crimes can be perceived as more sincere. I saw when Amanda Fritz dodged the question once again on Mark Kruger, it's never been more relevant. Thank you very much if you make it to the end of this message, and you can of course always call me at 503-468-0450. Good luck.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2.